is science? A lot of people have this idea in their minds that science is just for eggheads. People look at science and think it's complicated or boring. Some people even think it's evil. None of this is true. The scientific process is actually very simple. In fact, each one of us uses a form of loose science every single day. In order to safely navigate through the world we live in, each one of us must have a detailed description or picture of the world in our heads. We need to understand basic things like what's safe to eat and drink. We need to understand complicated things like how to work as a team, or who your friends are and who you need to watch out for. We build this picture or description of the world piece by piece by collecting bits of information through our senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell, placing that information into manageable groups or categories, and then connecting the bits of information together with explanations. The universe we live in is so big and so complicated that no individual can possibly understand it all, but we try anyway. From the moment our brains begin to function in the womb to the moment they fail us at our death, we are constantly adding to and editing that picture of the world inside our heads. Now let's take a look at how this process works. Let's say you are sitting in your living room watching TV and you hear a crash in the kitchen. You enter the kitchen to start collecting information. You immediately make several observations, which may or may not have anything to do with the crash you heard. For example, your cat is on the counter. The clock says it's 8:30. Flowers, water, and broken glass are on the floor. The wastebasket is getting full, and the vase of flowers that was on the counter yesterday is no longer there. Right now, all these facts are absolutely meaningless. Even though they are true, they're pointless until you join them together with an explanation. Your brain understands this, so it quickly sorts these facts into two groups: those that are relevant to the crash you heard, and those that are probably not. Your brain ignores the irrelevant group and immediately connects the relevant dots to come up with an explanation. The cat knocked the vase of flowers onto the floor. Your explanation may or may not be accurate. If you doubt your conclusion, you can keep gathering information and you might even conduct an experiment. If you're satisfied with your explanation, you can add it to your overall picture of the world and use your new explanation to prevent vases from breaking in the future. For instance, you might decide to lock the cat out of the kitchen for good. You might stop putting flowers on the counter, or you might get rid of your cat and buy yourself a goldfish. In our day-to-day